You're alone in the forests of Montana. Silence surrounds you. Suddenly, a massive grizzly bear attacks. Not once, but twice. Running? Impossible. And yet,
life sucks.
you survive.
Todd, or 50 years old, was no stranger to the wilderness. He had spent years hiking, camping, and hunting in the wilds of Montana. On the morning of October 13th, 2016, he left home early to scout for elk in Madison Valley. He was experienced, prepared, and fully aware of the risks, especially the presence of grizzlies. He carried a can of bear spray, wore long hiking sleeves, and told people where he was going. It seemed like just another ordinary day in nature. After a couple of hours of hiking, Todd entered a narrow mountain trail lined with pine trees and thick brush. Suddenly, movement caught his eye. A massive female grizzly bear appeared, and right behind her, 2 cubs. Every instinct told him this was worst-case scenario. He froze. Then, slowly, cautiously, he started backing away. But fate wasn't on his side. The wind blew his scent directly toward the bear. Within seconds, she charged. Todd pulled out his bear spray and aimed, but she was too fast. The 300-kilogram bear slammed into him, knocking him down like a rag doll. He felt teeth sink into his arm, then his shoulder, then his scalp. He screamed in pain, but he also remembered, play dead, stay still, protect your head and neck. He curled into a ball, covering the back of his neck with his arms. The bear stood over him, growling, biting, swiping, until finally she walked away. Blood was pouring from his head. His left arm was shredded. One ear was nearly ripped off, but Todd was alive. He stood up, dizzy, in pain, and started walking. His truck was parked 3 miles away. That's nearly 5 kilometers. Across uneven, rocky terrain. Every step sent jolts of pain through his body. He was alone, in shock and still bleeding heavily. But he stayed calm, breathing slow, focusing on one goal: just get to the truck. He repeated it like a mantra, but nature wasn't done with him yet. After walking about 10 minutes, Todd heard something behind him, a crashing sound, heavy breathing. He turned and saw her again, the same grizzly. She wasn't finished with me, he later said. She charged again. Todd had no time to react. He simply dropped to the ground, face down, arms covering his neck. The bear mauled him again. More bites, more scratches. This time she focused on his back and his arm, tearing muscle and skin. Then, as suddenly as she came, she left, again. Todd lay on the ground, unmoving, waiting several minutes to be sure the bear was gone. Then, for the second time that day, he stood up and kept walking. Blood covered his body. He could barely move his left arm, but somehow he made it back to his truck. Now came the final test, driving 25 kilometers, 17 miles, to the hospital alone, bleeding, possibly in shock. Todd climbed into the truck, started the engine, and began driving down the dirt road. No signal, no help, just grit and willpower. He drove slowly and carefully, even stopping to open a cattle gate along the way, using his working arm. Once he reached cell service, Todd pulled over. Before calling for help, he did something surprising. He pulled out his phone and recorded a 50-second video showing his injuries. In the video, he says calmly, "Yeah, life sucks in bear country. Just had a grizzly attack me twice. I'm sort of scratched up, but I'm alive. Bear spray didn't work." Blood was visible on his head and arms, but he spoke clearly, almost casually. That video went viral within hours. Doctors were stunned. Todd had over 40 bite wounds and deep lacerations across his body. His ear was partially detached. One arm had torn ligaments and muscle. He needed multiple surgeries and months of recovery. But he survived. Experts say that Todd survived for 3 reasons. He stayed calm and didn't panic. He remembered to play dead and protect vital areas. He was physically fit and mentally tough. His knowledge of nature, combined with composure, saved his life. Todd's story is more than just survival. It's a lesson in mental strength, instinct,
my ear,
and respect for nature.
my
If you
arm.
made it this far in the video, thank you. Please leave a like,
Stuff hanging out. I
subscribe,
don't know what's going on.
and share this video with anyone who
shoulder.
loves true survival stories.
My arm